today has been all about mindful movement. Got up, I went outside for a great walk. The sun felt absolutely amazing. I love the month of May. It's not too hot in Atlanta, but it's warm enough and the sun comes out. I just feel like this morning has been giving me everything I needed. Then I jumped on the elliptical just for 30 minutes so that I could warm up my muscles, get some good oxygen in my lungs, and listen to some things on Instagram that inspire me. So I started off my morning really well, and I needed this morning. The past couple of days, between I think allergies as well as just eating some things that didn't agree with me, I didn't feel optimal. I usually run at a good 150%. So people are probably like, what does that mean? So there's normal energy and then there's JT energy. And JT's energy is usually super, super high. So when I'm not feeling my best, I have to lean in and use the resources available to me. Google the term medical intuitive. I have one who's absolutely amazing. We talk through my vitamin levels, what I need to take, what supplements I may need to incorporate in my diet. And she reminded me that stress is actually a way that our body copes with change. We stress the things that need to change. We focus. We do a lot of different things when a lot of things are changing around us. So stress itself is not a bad thing. It's how we live. It's kind of that fight or flight mentality. But continuing to be in a state of fight or flight and continuing to be stressed is what we're trying to work against. And she gave me some wonderful tips in terms of how I can reduce how that's feeling. Vitamin C is absolutely amazing. I've been noticing from a lot of other people's posts that they're dealing with anxiety. It is interesting that we're also in this super heightened allergy season. For me, and I'm not a trained doctor, once again, I come on here to express and explain things that I have found in my own life as a way to relate to others, take it for what it is. But in my world and in my life, my anxiety increased when my allergy levels increase. So you have environmental allergens such as pollen. And for all of us in Atlanta, many of us are feeling it. Then you also have other things that can be food related. So I have a very heightened gluten and peanut allergy. I follow a low histamine diet. Once again, Google the low histamine diet. Changed my life in terms of seeing how what I was eating was building on to the stress that I was feeling. What I was eating was adding to the anxiety because it was making me not feel settled. So as I'm hearing a lot of people dealing with anxiety, there is a correlation in my life between anxiety and allergies. So if my allergies are heightened, my anxiety level tends to be heightened. What reduces it? Vitamin C, mindfulness, exercise, and just learning to let go. So that's why I walk in the morning. It's to center my energy and also to provide humility in my life. When you're standing next to a tree, are you really that big? When you're standing in a world of other things that are happening, are your problems as big as you're making them? So walks keep me humble. Exercise keeps me energized. Yoga and stretching keeps me flexible. All things that I know to be true. I also 100% believe in doing a good detox because there's so many correlations in my mental health with my food. A good detox gets me to just flush out some things that don't agree with me. And then what I 100% do, because if you're going to detox, you need to be extra diligent about replenishing, drinking your water, firm believer in alkaline water because of the extra electrolytes. I also have trace mineral drops that I use in my water to help me to supplement what I may be losing in a detox. And then I go into overdrive when it comes to green vegetables. Now for me, I absolutely love collard greens. Collard greens are nutrient dense. It's giving me what I need. And I cook it with bone broth because the bone broth is full of amino acids. So now in a meal, I'm not only replenishing, but I'm also giving my body stuff that I know it needs. And most vegetables and fruits have higher vitamin C content. So once again, I'm bringing my allergy levels down. So just some things I thought I would share because of the timeliness of them. Don't wait until you're in a season of not feeling well and not knowing what to do. We struggle when we stay there, but I'm already feeling really good in that I'm feeling inspired to share. what better way to express what I'm feeling than showing you how I get to a centered place? I'm teaching yoga tonight, and before I teach, I just wanted to show you a couple of grounding exercises that I do after a walk and after exercise. Just spending time in gratitude. What I'm grateful for today is health. Feeling good, feeling energized, feeling optimistic. The second moment of gratitude that I am dwelling on is the resources that I have available to me. I mentioned earlier that now is the time to prioritize self-care. There's so many free resources that you have at your company, but even as an entrepreneur, because I am an entrepreneur still working in corporate, I have to take the time to pull back. I have to take the time to invest in doing a reset of my food diet, doing a reset of my movement, and doing a reset of my mindset. The time is worth it. My third point of gratitude is vulnerability. Sometimes people look at vulnerability as weakness, but as I am leaning into these talks, as I am expressing, I'm not intending to come off as perfect. Where nobody's perfect. And feeling that you have to be perfect is probably holding you back from just showing up authentically. My hair is not down. I still have to get ready for the day, but it was more important for me to be in the moment to share this message, hoping that someone hears about it and says, oh, let me check out this low histamine diet. Oh my goodness, this may have just been a game changer in my life. Oh, she mentioned alkaline water. Let me see if I should do that. What are these trace minerals she's talking about? I truly have felt small changes have made significant improvements in my life. And just being vulnerable and asking for help has allowed me to not feel like I have to do it all myself. As a single woman, I think independence goes hand in hand with being single. Yes, we have to do it all. But the thing that I always tell myself is, do you want to do it all? Are there things that people can help you with? By you being vulnerable and showing up in these spaces, can you express the needs that are not being met or the needs that you want others to help you with? Knowing that in vulnerability and in sharing, we all collectively improve. My name is Jaren Elise Turner, the founder of Chameleon Consciousness, a business that has been built on the belief and premise that when you clear out the clutter and you get really clear about what your inner voice is telling you, it will always bring you back home. It will always bring you to your soul's purpose. Everybody's soul's purpose is health, joy, and happiness. You truly are worth it. And in this vulnerable state of having gratitude, I am finding the peace that I often overlooked because I was trying to handle everybody's problems, because I was trying to handle my own problems, because I didn't know when to ask for help. You can be a wellness advocate and still need to take your own advice. As I show up and share with you, I am being accountable to my words, accountable to my process, and accountable to the goals and the dreams that I want to live as I live with an open heart. Have an amazing day. I hope this helped. Love and light.